All right.
We're live.
Oh my
gosh.
Look at all this melanin. All the melanin.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
This is really weird. This is really weird. Hey everyone, we are back.
Yes.
Boop, boop, boop.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi guys.
This is different, right? This is different.
I think we should explain ourselves.
I think
we
so.
Yeah.
So first of all, what's up with the name?
Oh yeah.
What's up with the name? Let's go. Let's begin there.
So, okay, so the last time you would have heard from us was on the 5th of June. So we posted episode 36 of what was the IGeNIGHT podcast. Yes. But we've had a bit of a rebrand and we are now Beyond the Line. So wait, just in case you didn't hear that, Beyond the Line. So who wants to tell people a bit about Beyond the Line and what it's all about?
Oh my gosh. So this is, I think, inspiration from all of the things that you guys know that we're passionate about, that we care about. We wanted to make it clearer, I think, in our messaging about what it is that we wanted to bring and what was it, what that we wanted to talk about. And so a theme kept coming through about going beyond, about pushing boundaries, about living experiences beyond the limitations. And so this notion of like beyond the line kept coming back and really resonating in our work and in diversity, in our lives as women, mothers, sisters, wives, all of those elements of who we were. And so Beyond the Line is just simply that. It's about us expressing in every aspect of our life how we want to and how we want to live and how we want to experience beyond the line.
Yes, exactly. And we are still colliding, we are still creating, and we're still connecting, but we want to take you beyond that line too. So this is a journey for us, and it's definitely a journey for you as well.
And it's an invitation because for us, we were like, we want to see and speak to the community of Black women. That is kind of our main target and focus, being 3 Black women, being sisters, as we said. But it was really much about kind of wanting to build the community, and also part of it was about us even taking ourselves beyond the line in terms of
this is not easy, right? How long did it take?
The line is so far back, it's a duck.
Yeah, I'm very anti-social media that I was like, do what and show who? Nah. But actually, I think it's a really great way to connect. And I think just as well, we wanted to kind of give you an opportunity to get to know us, get to know our heart, our passion. And, the whole thing will evolve. But we've been doing some exciting work in the background. So like I said, this has been like months in the making. We still haven't quite worked it all out, but we just thought, we're ready to go. We're ready to kind of start talking to our peoples. We want to hear from you. So this is a conversation. We're
always been a conversation, and it's about a two-way thing. And like I said, we're going to challenge you to be bold, but we were challenging ourselves to be bold. We're all in it together. And I think one of those things, it's so easy to kind of shy away from this type of thing. Like there's a lot of things out there, but hey, there is a lot of work to be done. So the more of us that are in here having these conversations, the more of us that are putting ourselves out there, then hopefully the message will get home. So there's room for us all. So if you have thought about doing something like this and have been a bit too nervous, I say jump right in. We've been inspired by the, people that put themselves out there. We've followed people and we've been fans of so many of you guys that have inspired us to just, hey, why not? So this is us.
So I reckon we should reintroduce ourselves again for anyone new out there, as well as people that have been sticking with us along the way. Let's just kind of give them a bit more of us.
Yeah, thanks, Mum.
Can I just say, so obviously we're sisters, Mum and Dad's the same, but looking at us now, it's so funny. I'm just like,
nobody thinks that we're related, right?
Yeah.
I think
you two though, it's your foreheads, definitely. Your foreheads go beyond the line.
Continuum, it's like
she went there.
No, I've embraced it.
She went there.
I've absolutely embraced it.
Wow. Yeah. No. Somebody said that to us even ages ago, right?
No, you have mums
look like maybe cousins.
Yeah.
Cousins.
It's so good.
But we are sisters from the same mum and dad. So.
We are, originally the IGeNIGHT sisters, which is where IGeNIGHT came from in the beginning. I'm IGE. Big up, but obviously we're also all married. So I'll say, okay, so first of all, I'm Bacola Gary. And, outside of the Beyond the Line world, I am a diversity inclusion manager at one of the top 5 global advertising agencies in the world. And I just want to sprinkle, but I'm the youngest of the 3. So yes,
I know you couldn't tell. I know you couldn't tell.
I'm about to say that you're the youngest. Yes.
Darling, this melanin.
That don't crack. Like, so I'm the youngest of the 3. I am married to the amazing Kevin Gary. Some of you may know him as KG the comedian or KG. And we are
foreign comedian.
Yes, and we are blessed to have a beautiful, amazing, wonderful little girl called NEA, who's 4. She'll be starting school on the 3rd of September.
Yay!
Yeah. So, that's me.
All right. So I am the oldest of the 3 sisters. I am based in. It's my new favorite pose. My daughter does it, and it's become something that we do now.
This is Vicky's one.
Oh, I like that. So yes, based in Houston, Texas. That's where I'm living. So there's an element of an international flair about us, but again, like I said, we're all connected by the same passions and the same dreams. I am actually like my sister's mother, wife, all those good things. I have 2 kids. I have a 7-year-old going on 7, because that's just a 7-year-old boy. It's just a 7-year-old boy. And I have a 9-year-old daughter going on 14 some days. So it's all good. But you know what? She actually really wants to stay a little kid. Right? I had one of those conversations there. She's like, no, I don't want to be a big kid yet. So I was like happy. So I have an awesome husband, TK. He is a engineer out here in the Houston area. And myself, I work for a great company that I've been with for a really long time. And I work in the strategy space, doing really amazing things around organizational capability and change. So just been living my best career life at the moment, just pushing the boundaries. So that's myself. And diversity has always been a passion of mine, and I've had the opportunity to really experience and be a part of a company that has really set an incredible high bar in the technology industry, which is where I work. So I'm technology, my sister is media, and the other sister is art. So we kind of have a really nice basis between us, but that's me. And again, looking forward to getting to know you, sharing more about myself, and that's it.
Love it. You know what, Juan? I'm so glad that you explained yours and TK's jobs, because I never know. You've got that job like Chandler and Friends. Yeah. What does your sister do? She works in tech. And TK still works in oil for me.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, oil and gas out here is pretty much the same thing.
Okay, so nearly right. Okay, my name is Titi Lola Daudu. I just go by TT. I am the middle sister. I am a wonderful age, I won't share.
You don't even know what our ages are. You wouldn't even believe it.
That's the age, like in the comments.
You wouldn't even believe it if we told you. Marissa, don't tell them.
Mum. So I have moved to Coventry, West Midlands for about 1.5 years. So I work for an arts organisation. So I'm the theatre gal, everything to theatre.
She is the drama theatre lady. It's funny, in America, there is a very much a kind of persona about the drama and people that are in performing arts. 2AT.
That is you, but yeah, sorry to be correct.
And my work is really about definitely the Black female voice. So I'm starting to kind of get into the space where I consider myself an activist. Look at my t-shirt, it says declines, just trying to make sure that Black women in theatre are not invisible. There's a lot of erasure when it comes to Black women anyway, so I fight that good fight.
And we're not talking about the 80s pop group.
No, not that erasure.
Just saying.
So my wonderful hubby was, when we're South Londoners, but when this job came up, he goes, "Yeah, let's go." So we moved to Coventry with our wonderful 3-year-old son, Josiah, who is a blessing, and he starts preschool soon. And he's a big boy who doesn't want me to hug him at the school gates. But
already,
sometimes it's like and he wipes off his kiss, But then we have
too soon, Jossie. Too soon, Jossie.
I know.
Too soon.
But he's the light of my life, and just feeling blessed.
Awesome.
Love it.
And for anybody that's coming for us for these like old school 80s earphones, We tried the earpods; they didn't work. So
don't look too closely at mine, okay?
Exactly. Don't be shaming us, because as much as they're about to fall out, I'm sure they're going to fall out like 10 times, and people are like, just get some earpods. They didn't work.
And also, earpods do slip out as well. And then when they drop, it's like, oh.
Mate, it was all I could do to beat my face today, let alone get
Trust me, when you've been hanging out in quarantine mode, you know, when you had to dust off the lip balm, it's like the makeup zip. It's been a minute. But
I had moths coming out of my makeup bag.
It's been that real.
This is what I can do.
It's been that real. But what we are bringing to you, apart from just, like I said, ourselves, and hopefully as you get to know us, you know, and get to love us, we will share just some real, you know, our previous format around Clyde, Connect, Create, like T said, is still very much at the heart. We cannot move, you know, we cannot have a conversation without one of those three things. And that's the truth, right?
I think we should break it down, Clyde.
Yeah, that's true. Not everybody might know what it means.
Yeah.
So Clyde.
Yes, Clyde.
That is us spilling tea. That is us calling stuff out. That is us really kind of chopping up things that are going on in the world, in the spaces that we occupy that we are not happy with.
So anything that is blocking our progress. If you are an enemy of our progress as a community, as women, anything that stops us moving forward, we are coming for you. So that's what we collide with. You know, we are all about positivity and upliftment. So we're not, you know, you're not going to come here and hear us just bashing women. We are pro women. We are pro Black women. We are pro anything good, but we will come for you if you are coming for us and blocking us, you know, living our best truth. You've been warned.
And with that, we create. So when we create, that is really about shining a light and uplifting amazing women, specifically Black women, that are just doing their thing, that are just, you know, whether it's a business that they've started, an initiative, a program, an idea, a moment, an amazing space that they occupy. We want to highlight that and shine a light on that.
But also from our own things that we're doing, like so any projects we're working on, any kind of initiatives, any opportunities or things that are happening in our own lives, you know. I think that there's some of the things that's always, like I said, has founded us as sisters, as wives, and as mothers, is that kind of trifecta experience, and kind of, and how much that comes in that. Because I know that, you know, I'm inspired every day by, you know, and by the learning journey of being a wife, mother, and a sister. And
can I just add another word?
Go forth.
Nuance.
Nuance. Okay, wait. We're gonna get onto overused words in a moment. But
I love the word
nuanced. But creativity is kind of at the heart of what we do. And then of course Connect. Like Connect is you know, just to give a little bit of a backstory as well for those kind of first-time listeners, is that, you know, we came together. It was July last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, July last year. We came together. And when I say we came together, so my sister and I, so TC and I, flew out to Texas to celebrate.
When we could fly.
Yeah,
remember that day? Remember that time?
This was before pandemic, before all of that. It felt so long ago. But last year, July, we flew out to Texas, Houston, to celebrate our sister's 10-year wedding anniversary. An incredible time, and you know, but it was. I think for me, it was like a real turning point in my life, anyway, because I think we really united and came together as sisters. I think we were like, we're sisters.
What you described it as our coming to the mountaintop moment.
And I think that it's like, I think not that we took it for granted, but I think we exist. We've always been sisters, of course we have, but I think for me anyway, that trip just showed me how much I should value the two amazing Black women I have who've walked the path before me. We just started having conversations that were just like therapy. Absolutely therapy. And I think as well that there was a sense of collective grief as well, because you know, 8 years ago we lost our father. And I said father, that sounds really weird. We lost dad. but
it's all right. You were there. You were right there. Go with it.
But we lost our dad, and I just think that you know, we all grieved quite separately. I think we just grieved in our own spaces, and I think that, you know, that was a real shaking moment for us in our lives. Like it was a real kind of like, wow. And I just think that, like I said, weirdly, July last year, the moment that God ordained it, you know, I really do believe that it was meant to be. But we just came together, had a conversation, and the floodgates opened. And I think that we thought, you know what, let's just keep doing this. So I think initially it was very much about how do we keep ourselves connected as sisters. But then we found ourselves wanting to connect further than that. And I think we started to have some conversations with friends that were around at the time, and then the podcast idea was born. And so, you know, it's 36 episodes. It kind of carried us. We loved that conversation. We loved the time, and it burst so much vision and inspiration for what could be. And so this gets reiteration of who we are. Our rebrand is beyond the line. All of this is a 12-month journey of learning, exploring, loving, and connecting. And we're just really excited to continue on that journey and just be more open and sharing with you, because I think there's so much lessons in sharing. I think sometimes as a community we tend to keep things to ourselves, and we tend to keep it.
I think there's just so many people out there that will really relate to us. Not only just our story and who we are and our family, but of course, but everything that we're about, everything that we love, all our passions. I definitely feel like, you know, we can really create a tribe, a community out there.
Exactly.
And that's what that's what we really want to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. I think there's nothing that we've not shared where we were like, we could have had 12, 15, 100 women like us who have just been in that conversation heads deep and just have gotten so much from it. And I know for us, we've learned so much from others. And you know, when we've been in those moments, sharing, you know, we teach our kids sharing is caring. And I feel like that's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to just share the caring, share the love. And like I said, yes, there's a lot out there, but there's so much work to be done. There's so much work to be done. And we just want to be a part of it. You know, we want to be a part of it, you know, for each of us kind of touching our own, you know, circles and spheres of influences. There's enough room for us all. And the more of us that are raising our voices, I think the more you understand that we are multifaceted, there's so much women, to us.
The spectrum that we exist on, we exist, our blackness transcends. And I think that the world wants to do this, but we're like, oh no, we just don't fit. Like, and I just think like, even like our faces don't fit in the blocks in this place, like, I think that, you know, so I think a lot of our conversation, and we'll share more about our kind of personal journey and story as well, that I think will give some more insight. But, you know, the way we've grown up and the way part of that journey of exploring our own blackness as well, in terms of what it means for us as Black women, as again, all been reason and rationale for us wanting to do this podcast and wanting to open it up. Because I think, like, you know, I've learned more about myself in this last year having these conversations with you than I think I've done in a long time. So, so we're just excited to kind of share that journey with you.
Yes, and the topics are fire. Like, you know, like I said, in learning, you know, the first wave of podcasts was just us, you know, having a good time. Let's be honest. And then when we kind of really thought about where we could take this, you know, there are so many important things that we want to talk about. So many important conversations we want to join our voices to. That I think the range of things that we're talking about really will be hopefully super exciting, will be super cool, be super relevant. You know, they're deep, they're personal, they're about our experiences, what's going on in the news right now, what's going on in our lives, work, and even just our own internal work that we do for ourselves. So hopefully we're just going to bring some really cool conversation pieces that, you know, whether you take a quote, whether you take a line from, you know, something that we've said, whether you just take some inspiration, we are just all about putting out good things that, you know, just keep you life, give you life, keep you inspired. So I think it's going to be cool. So, and then there's a couple other things, at least one other thing that we'll be introducing, I think on a different channel. No, same channel, but just a different series.
Just a slightly different series.
You cannot get away from us. TT, so, tell us.
It's so weird because I don't know how and when this started. So by ourselves, we were kind of starting to get into K-drama. I know. It's really bizarre. I think me and Juan, we were doing it first, right? It was like, oh, you know, and then I think
I blame Netflix. It's Netflix.
Oh, wait, just to say, K-drama, for those who don't know, it's Korean dramas. Yeah. Korean drama.
And we just started watching stuff. And it was just like, Bookie, have you seen this? And you were like, what? And then before you know it, we were spending hours. And some of their series are like they're about an hour long, right? And there could be 16 episodes, 20 episodes. Bookie, did you see one that was 100 episodes?
It was 100 episodes, an hour.
You can't do 100 episode show.
I know. But I did it.
No. And we absolutely love it in this. Like, I remember the other day I was watching a series. I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning and didn't have work at 9.
Woo! Yeah, I know. So, but let's not go too far.
So we will talk about our love of K-drama.
Yes, that there'll be moments where we'll have.
And we're not the only ones. We're not the only ones.
We're not
the only ones. So
exactly. We know there's K-drama fans out there, so that's the thing. We will kind of every now and then do a sprinkling of our K-drama love, but also just like our kind of love and exploration of the Korean culture. We were booked to go to Seoul in April, but Miss Rona had other plans.
Yeah.
But
travel as a whole, right? We've got, our first destination is South Korea, but we love travel as a whole, and so I think on our journey as well, part of one of the exploration pieces that you will hopefully get to see us on is us taking those journeys and creating opportunities to meet people and capture stories of Black women all over the world. So while we've kind of our first stop has been Korea because of the dramas, we will move on from there at least at some point, and we will do other things. And so we'll bring you stories from all over the world. And so we're excited about what that means, because like I said, there is so much to us, and the more we can be inspired by those things and not limited by those lines and go beyond them, then hey, let's keep lifting each other up. So that's coming as well. So lots of cool things. That's lots of cool things. Yep.
But so this is us.
Is it? We did it.
We did it. Yeah. So thank you so much. So this is kind of an episode 1/intro, and we look forward to kind of, like I said, more episodes to come. So
please subscribe, follow, comment. We really want this to be a conversation. I mean, comment. I don't want to just hear you two's voices, man. I want to hear what other people are saying as well. This is our tribe, our community that we're trying to build. So we would love to hear from you.
감사합니다. 사랑해.
Thank y'all. We'll see you soon.
Bye.